Yo, what is good, my quick crypto family and my coin factory family? We are back with another daily live stream, day 83 or 84, I suspect. And wow, what a turnaround we have seen for Casper in the past couple of days. Right now, Casper is correcting down 3.65% on the daily time frame, valued at 13.13 cents. This is in accordance to what I said would likely happen yesterday after the massive KDAO release token for KRC20. We saw a lot of FOMO, a lot of pumping for Casper, up 5% against the rest of the crypto market, and now it's correcting back down. I'm sure people start flooding Casper again, but for me, this is a sign that Casper is exploding and about to explode and have a price reversal. The FOMO around the project is still very much here, very much alive, and you may want to FUD Casper right now, but take a second to look at the crypto market. Of course, it's easy to FUD a project when it's down. It's easy to do that, but the whole market right now is correcting. Bitcoin is now seemingly losing its 67k support level, coming down to 66k. If it loses 66k, we'll probably see it come back down to 64. We'll have to wait and see what happens from here, but I'm still optimistic and hope we will see Bitcoin reach 70k before the election, if not nearing all-time highs. But as Bitcoin's correcting, the rest of the market is correcting with it right now, and Casper is included in that. But in the same time, attention Casper holders, Casper is doing insane things right now, and I believe, as I've been saying for a while now, of course, but I do believe that big things are incoming for Casper very, very soon. This comes from KDAO and what the community right now we are trying to do for Casper. So introducing again, shout out to you, Casper Frog, my man. Welcome back to the stream. And I'm doing very, very well. Thank you much for joining, and equally for showcasing to me some of the information that you had on KDAO. I've looked through it a little bit. I'm looking through more as we go on as well, and it's very, very, very insightful. So thank you very much. He let me know this through my free Discord server. Those who don't know, I've got a free Discord server. It's in the chat right now, in the description, also on my YouTube homepage, for sharing information, alpha, if you will, from every aspect from Casper, but either other projects as well, from memes to even some other sentiments as well. We've got a whole community there trying to learn how to make money. So if you want to join, then get the link in the description below or in the chat right now. But without further ado, catch the wave, family. Go mint Sassy on KRC20. We'll have a look at KRC20 Sassy real quick. I've not heard of it, so I'm guessing it's a new token. It launched a few hours ago. Currently, it's got 235 holders, 7,700 market cap, $222 trading volume. Very, very early token. Will it do well? Who's to say for sure? If you want to get into it, here's the ticker right here. Obviously, I know a Sassy. I'm not sure if it's only a Brit thing, but I, obviously being from England, I do know a Sassy from the Big Les show. Hilarious bit of a comedy there. I haven't watched it in a very, very long time. Now, it's not to say I'm going to get into Sassy, but I'm saying I do understand the potential meme behind Sassy. If it does well, fantastic. We'll have to wait and see. It's a very, very new token. There's no guarantee it will do well with anything. So you've got to be very, very careful as always when you do your own research and get into any projects. KJI, let's go. You know it. Bit of market manipulation to load up their bags to take big profits when Trump gets elected. I completely agree. That's currently the sentiment I have right now in the crypto market, that we're seeing manipulation from the likes of Bitcoin all the way down through to Casper as well, where they're trying to keep the price as low as possible so people get scared, thinking, oh, well, crypto's not back yet. So they just start filling up the bags more and more, and then they'll buy them. I mean, most of the time you see Bitcoin correct, you can, look through the research, you'll see most of the time it's actually, you'll see institutions selling a bit, and then retail will panic and sell with them, and then the institution will buy the dip. And BlackRock, the biggest institution, very rarely sells. They normally just buy their dips every single time. But either way, to get into one of the key crucial parts of this video, Casper is going absolutely parabolic right now. No doubt about it. Good evening, Cash Ching as well. Welcome back to the stream, my man. So, one thing that I've not heard anyone talk about, but we're talking about it right here now, is the fact that Casper, yesterday, did over double the number of transactions as Ethereum. Casper did more than double than Ethereum, doing 2.6 million for Casper versus Ethereum's 1.1 million. Now, of course, this was a spike. It's come back down. But this is early Casper. Casper without 10 BPS, no smart contracts, no tier 1 listings, lack of adoption, still no KII. Casper, during moments of highs and high volume, it's surpassing the likes of Ethereum, the number 2 project. Cryptocurrency, I think right now in terms of volume and transactions, Solana is probably one that's highest right now because of all the meme token side of things. But either way, Ethereum being number 2, Casper surpassed Ethereum in transactions yesterday. This is very, very huge. And, to me, proven once more that Casper is this future of crypto that we're talking about, the future of financial technology. And this is thanks to KRC20. KRC20 is a stepping stone towards what's bigger coming for Casper, which is monetary adoption, effectively speaking. And here from Casper Silver, for Casper, right now everyone's still be flooding Casper, calling it a zombie chain. We've seen it even from Forbes, I believe. Forbes called Casper a zombie chain. But how can a zombie chain put over 14 million transactions in the last 24 hours? And again, we saw similar sort of volume on the initial launch of KRC20. No, the secondary relaunch. The initial launch we didn't. We saw, I think, a 1.6. The secondary relaunch that happened last month, we saw similar sort of volume. Insane transactions happening right now. I think it actually even might have been higher, around 23 million. I might be mistaken in that, but I think it was 23 million. So after that initial FOMO launch, we saw a lot happening, and it's come back down since then. And now, after KDAO, we have seen a massive surge in adoption once again. The transaction going absolutely crazy, and KDAO is much bigger than people think. At least from what I've seen, it is very, very huge news. Here we can see the real-time transaction per second and the real-time block per second in and around the whole minting and releasing of KDAO went absolutely parabolic. And again, we haven't got 10 BPS yet. This could be so much higher. This is a stepping stone for what's incoming for Casper. Imagine what Casper Network will be like with 10 BPS, which will be implemented in just 5 months' time. We are currently ending October. You've got November, December, and then Q1 2025, January, February, March. It should be coming in Q1. When? We don't know. We know it should be Q1 though. So it could be in the next 2-3 months, it could be in the next 4 or 5 months, but it should be coming very, very soon. As we've already seen for the Crescendo update from Michael Sutton, effectively speaking, Casper has completed the grueling task of 10 BPS integration Crescendo. All they're doing now is just fine-tuning again and again and again to make sure there are no problems with it whatsoever. When it's fully released, it should be smooth and perfect. Or nothing's ever perfect, but as close to excellency as you could possibly be. And that's going to come very, very soon, which will help Casper go even more parabolic. Casper miners right now as well, thanks to KDAO, they are massively enjoying a nice bump in all the transaction fees on the network right now. This is why Casper mining has been profitable. It's why everyone right now is seemingly happy with Casper. For the meantime, again, this might change, but right now things are looking very, very good. We can see the memes are the gift that keeps on giving. This is what I've been talking about. Even though Casper right now is not profitable due to its low price action, the memes, the KRC20 are giving the miners alternative means to make money. That's very, very bullish for when Casper does eventually get fully mined out in 2039. The miners can switch to KRC20 and hopefully continue to make profit. You can see the sort of money they'll be making right now is very, very good. Very, very good for Casper. And here from Casper Enthusiast, shout out to my man. I don't post much, actually never anything about Casper tokens, but this new project finally doesn't seem to be a meme. KDAO is a decentralized autonomous organization, or a DAO, to fund and support projects within the KRC20 ecosystem. These are the projects I want to see more and more of. Casper is much more than a meme dag. And don't get me wrong, I do actually respect and acknowledge, and I'm happy there is currently a meme narrative around Casper, purely because right now it is meme season. So I think it's actually a very, very smart move by the people behind it, the team behind it, to introduce Casper memes, because right now it is meme season. The way you want to bring in a community to Casper is to go with the narrative. What's the point of trying to fight a narrative? Join the narrative. That's why also I started talking a little bit more about memes. Not going full into it again, that's not my area. But I go a little bit more into memes, especially KRC20 memes, because right now that's the narrative everyone's talking about. It's what people want to hear about, the memes. That's what everyone is. Memes and AI right now, the two most important narratives of crypto right now. Casper's time will come. No doubt about that in my mind, but right now it's memes, so I think it's a very, very smart thing for KRC20 to be doing this. And now you've got KDAO, which is going to help further accelerate the adoption of Casper and the ecosystem going forward from then. And here, shout out to Casper Frog for this information here. We got to the white paper. I'm going to leave, this information is already in my Discord server, so I will also re-leave it in there for anyone here, but anyone who wants to see the information and read it through it for themselves, and check out my free Discord server. It's on my YouTube homepage, in the chat already, and also in the description. But this is effectively what KDAO is. We've got the whole thing about what it is, the fact it's a decentralized autonomous organization, so to speak. But here, the mission of KDAO, which is what I think is important to note. There's also more stuff here, but Casper DAO's mission is to accelerate the growth and expansion of the KRC20 ecosystem by providing funding and support for projects that build utility, foster innovation, and promote ecosystem-wide growth. Utility projects, token projects, ecosystem events, and initiatives. That is what this is all about. Very, very good news. We can see what's happening for it. Again, this is stuff I'm going to leave in my Discord. If you want to read through it, then definitely do so. But we got a bit of another summary from here. This is a white paper here. We've got a summary here from Bit Mystic. KDAO is shaping the future of Casper and KRC20 right here. So why is it different? Well, KDAO, it gives every token holder a say in how the ecosystem evolves. So your voting power directly influences which projects receive funding. So now, every other project in this space, to an extent, you kind of have to trust the developers or trust the team behind it, which, can work out. But this is our money we're investing into. We want to have as much power as possible. This is what Casper is providing for us. The ability to make the decision ourselves, the community ourselves, to make a decision on what we want. Not everyone's going to be happy with that, of course, because some might want something or another one, but still, this is what you want in a crypto project. This is what I think the crypto project ecosystem is lacking right now. Whether that's for centralized and decentralized exchange funding, supporting utility or creative tokens, pushing bridges, all decided by the community, by us. The milestone-based funding or accountability right now, KDAO ensures projects get funded in stages. For example, 10% will go towards website development, 15% go for exchange listings. So with KDAO, that's also, when people have been talking about, let's make a crowd fund to get Casper listed on exchanges, that's not been the main issue right now, as Wolfie confirmed, the main issue actually being the lack of regulatory clarity in the United States, but also it's the lack of understanding of Casper and the DAG. That's why we've not got listings yet. Some have come, they're seeing more incoming, but that's why we've not got listings just yet. But people are asking, can we get a crowdfund to help that out? Now, it'd be helpful. It's not needed necessarily, at least according to Wolfie, but this in itself here is proof that we are going to start seeing a ways to go. In fact, this is a form of, you don't need to do crowdfunding anymore. You can just get into the DAO instead, the KDAO, and it'll give you a percentage of that allocation. The money you put into it will go towards the listings that we want to see for Casper, to help Casper's adoption and growth grow more and more. And again, this is community driven. If the community wants to decide something else, more allocation to exchange listings or less, or even completely remove it, that's our choice. We can choose that, giving us more power. And 35% to decentralized exchange liquidity. We have a deflationary model for token burns. It's long-term sustainability. 5% of the DAO revenues is used for token buyback and burns, reducing supply and driving value over time. So it means it's going to increase in value time after time, which is very good. Again, all this sort of stuff's coming here is what you want to see for Casper. The reason why I'm bullish on Casper, the fact that Casper's correcting and it's down right now, the developments haven't stopped. They haven't stopped. And that is what you want to see with crypto. Casper is the most powerful layer 1 in terms of numbers right now. Thanks to KDAO, Casper has surpassed 1,100 transactions per second. The likes of Ethereum does 15. ADA, Cardano to 250. Binance does 100 and just 100. Or BNB, even BNB does 100. Casper completely obliterating all of these other most powerful layer 1s in this space. Completely obliterating them. And again, it actually almost annoys me to say how early we still are. Again, to remind you, as you already know, no smart contracts, no 10 BPS, no tier 1s, no KII, no DAG night, all these sort of things incoming. That's going to make this so much faster. This is not a level for worldwide adoption just yet. This is more than enough for crypto right now. And this is very, very bullish. And we're seeing the sort of development we're seeing right now in the crypto ecosystem. For example, the addresses right now, it peaked at 500,000. It's come back down right now. But even then, that is a massive surge in addresses holding Casper, Casper in the span of 2 or 3 days that jumped. It was at 450 2 or 3 days ago. And now it jumped to 500,000. And now it's at 474,000. We're seeing a growth in adoption for Casper right now. The price is down, but Casper is definitely not a zombie chain. It's definitely not out. And the meme tokens again are doing incredible. Look at the volume right now of DAO. DAO has become the most volatile KRC20 token right now, which is expected, of course. It's doing incredible. Nacho is still up there. 1.4 million. It's insane, and it's come down, peaking at 73 million. It's come down. So again, if you want to scoop up some cheap Nacho, again, cheap is a relative term, but Casper being down, Nacho being down from where it was peak at, you want to scoop up some right now. Casper as well. Casper did an incredible run, surpassing 40 million market cap, having as much as 2.2 million 24-hour trading volume. It's come back down again, as expected for memes, of course. But this again, this is the reason why, as much as I missed out on getting it really, really early. I think Casper right now has done as much as like over 100x or something stupid. I saw it when I was scrolling through my Twitter earlier. It's done insane numbers already, and I've missed out on that. But again, this is proof to me that I still do have time. Everyone still has time to get into these tokens earlier. I do think that most of these tokens have potential to become 1 billion market caps in the future. Maybe not this cycle, but some this cycle. Conan equally. just short of a 1 million 24-hour trading volume, $8.3 million 24-hour market cap. Casper as well. All of these projects are doing incredible things. And Bert right now, Bert has made a bit of a comeback. Attention, Bert degens. We are about to send this to Mars. Are you packed your bag? Because we are now live on coinex.com, and XT will be listing in the next 48 hours. So next 2 days time, Bert is on Coinex and then soon to be XT as well. So we're about to potentially see Bert go through, and like what we saw with Casper here, with Conan here, with Caspi here, all of them that just got listed on Coinex and XT and all the other exchanges. They had quite a volatile run in the last 2 days. Bert is later, a few days later, but it might go through the very same thing very, very shortly, which is very cool. Right now, Bert is on Coinex. The volume is growing for that. Casper bot and change, and we're going to probably see XT very, very soon in 2 days, which is massive, massive news. The memes are still very, very early, and KDAO is still very, very early. KDAO is now on Coinex as well. We have seen, if you've been watching my stream for the past few days, that Coinex is the exchange right now of choice within the Casper ecosystem, for the Chaos 20 ecosystem. That's where the most volatility comes through Casper with these meme tokens. Coinex for all tokens. So Coinex for KDAO is probably the biggest one we could look for right now. There'll be more incoming, I'm sure. We'll see KuCoin soon. I'm pretty sure. I think it's Casper Ghost who wants to get KuCoin. They've applied for that. Nacho wants Uphold very, very soon. Nacho in 2 days' time will be on Pionex US, which is very, very British for the American audience. And there's more exchanges still incoming. Umexi will be on the horizon. I think Somps and Caspi is meant to be on Umexi soon enough. And there's many, many more incoming, and all the other exchanges will be coming soon enough. And it's a FOMO you want for Casper, to bring the adoption come to Casper, to bring the party project going up higher and higher. Chaos 20 is booming, and many new users are flocking to Casper to get in on the action. This is what I've been talking about. That Chaos 20 is doing very, very well. Memes, my belief on memes is still very much, I'm not the biggest fan of them, but that's where the incentive behind the ecosystem of crypto is right now. So I've got to look into them. I'm not going to fight the wave. I'm going to join in. And right now, memes where it's at. And I think it's a very smart thing that Casper Chaos 20 starts to look into memes to get the adoption coming in, because we are seeing the allocation of these memes. We're seeing such a growth in this ecosystem right now that it's now flocking towards Casper. Do you think that we'd see a massive surge in adjustment if it weren't for KDAO and the Chaos 20 memes? Not to this level, no. I definitely believe we're seeing people flock to the Chaos 20 memes, Nacho, Casper, Caspi, Bert, you name them all, the ones that people are actually really, really looking towards, and when they're seeing them take out their profits and allocate some of that into Casper. Either reallocate it because they took out, or get into it for the first time because they're now seeing, some volatile charts. Nacho is not just a player on the crypto game, but also a key contributor to KDAO as well. Nacho proving once more to be the figurehead of the meme for Casper. The leading driving force of Casper memes, the biggest one in the space so far, and I think will be for the foreseeable future as well. Most tokens are fair launch, so it's doing very, very well. And even Nacho, for more big news for Nacho, they're now live on Crypto Bubbles and ranked in among the top 500 cryptos globally right now. Again, that's because the FOMO's here. But that is a very, very big deal. We saw Casper have some insane games recently in the Crypto Bubbles as well. I showed it in my stream yesterday. I'm pretty sure I retweeted this one as well. Yeah, right here. That is again a campaign to get listed on KuCoin and Change Now. So I think I missed Change Now. So yeah, Casper's doing some incredible things. So I think Casper has the potential to do some very serious moves, in the very, very near future. Dare I say flip Nacho? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't dare say that. But Casper's doing some incredible things right now. And equally, this is all leading towards Halloween. And Casper is a ghost. To me, that makes sense. They're excited to announce our first spooky event. Our Halloween contest is live, so get ready to show off your best ghostly costume. First place wins 5k Casper, second 3k, and third 2k. So now this is also what will help Casper grow as well. The memes will help that, and it's incentives to get involved with the project. So if you want to dress up as a ghost and make something really, really cool, post it in the Discord, you have a chance to win free Casper, which is really, really good. And it's things you're going to help see in the growth and adoption for Casper as well. This is what I'm talking about. Memes in its inherent self are a great way to make money. But I think what Casper's doing with memes is unique because they're helping bring in the adoption to Casper itself, which right now there's a lack of incentive behind getting involved with Casper because there's no price action. And I get that. It's down. but it's definitely not out. There's definitely a growing belief that the project is still very much alive, that it's not a zombie chain by any means. And there's much more coming for Casper. We got this announcement here from Conan. I've already known about this, we've already been told about this in my community as well, which is that Conan, a Conan whale and a Burt whale, they were scammed on the Casperbot wallet. They put in their private key into the wrong Telegram Casperbot and they were scammed. And they lost a lot of their tokens, if not all of them. So they drained over 5 billion Conan and $200,000 worth of Burt. And this is why we are seeing abnormal sell pressure right now as the scammers are dumping. Look at Conan right now. Conan is, down 30% on the daily. Volume is still very, very high, but it had a massive run, but because of that FUD, that scamming thing, which again, this stuff's going to always happen. You've got to be very, very careful. And it sucks when it's an early project as well, because it's really hard to come back sometimes from that. But thankfully, the Casper community is very, very strong, so I believe that Conan will. But that's why you're seeing seller pressure right now in the community. But don't worry, Conan tells us they've bought through half of the sell pressure and will continue to moon as before. So Conan has tried to damage control, which is good. It's good to see they're trying to take accountability for that. It's not really their fault, at least not to my knowledge. It's not really their fault. You've got to do your own research. Again, the whale, I apologize for the whale that got, caught up in this. You just got to be very, very careful whenever you're trading on crypto. Like, nothing is guaranteed in this space. You've got to be very, very careful. That's why, for me personally, I always send over a very, very small portion of my tokens firstly. Anytime I trade it, even if it's to an even when I'm trading back and forth from my own wallets. If I've not whitelisted it already, I always send a small portion over first, just in case, see it come through, and then I send what I want over. Even if I've done it 100 times, I'll do that every time, because I'm more than happy to spend an extra, however much it may be, an extra little bit of gas fees. So losing a little bit more of my actual holdings to secure that it's going to be safely brought to where I want it to be, as opposed to just sending it all and taking a bigger risk. It might not be just a slightly bigger risk. It's just do your own due diligence. Be very, very careful in this space. That's all I can say. And big things are coming for Casper. This is a video that again was put in my Discord server. Shout out to who put it in there. I'm going to shout you out because again it was very, very insightful. I have full disclosure, I've not watched through it just yet, but I do plan to once the stream is over. It is Taspect, so Jay Honey, my man, shout out to you, who basically showcased this stream here from Crypto Matt, a Casper exclusive interview with Wolfie reveals everything. I don't know what I was talking about in the interview, full disclosure, but it's already got 3k views. Seemingly it's got a lot of attention right now. That's expected, and this is also 52 minutes. Could be something very important to understand what's going on with Casper right now. So we're seeing a lot of things. Wolfie as well being one of the key vocal figureheads around Casper right now, explaining what's going on with Casper, the direction of Casper, so to speak. So this is very, very good to see. I think right now one of the biggest reasons why Casper is struggling is due to a lack of clarity. Right, Casper has for the most part, I believe, been very, very vocal, but when Casper's price is down and we're not seeing anything really happen, people get scared. They get fear, FUD. This is an interview that was, I think, very much needed to give some clarity to the space of what's incoming. I can do my own due diligence as well, as I do daily for all of you. Speak every day about Casper, trying to bring some belief back to the project of why you're holding Casper, to try and shake your paper hand to give you some conviction. Do your own research, of course. But it's better coming from the mouth of someone who actually is in the project. I can showcase streams and I can showcase X spaces of Wolfie talking. That's what I can do. But obviously seeing the man talk himself is very, very big to see, and that's very, very cool. And the last thing I want to talk about regarding Casper in this section here, well, one of the last things. Of course, there's more to talk about Casper, but it comes here from Shai. Shai, of course, is once again going. This is, low-key, I love Shai, because Shai is a man who is not afraid to speak his mind, and he loves a little. I feel like I don't think he does it intentionally, but because he's a very knowledgeable person, he loves a little spaff. He loves getting into a little bit of a debate because he's confident in what he's saying. He's not going to shy away from it. People are trying to bring FUD to a project that he believes in, trying to tarnish his name. He's going to back himself, as you should do. Have some faith in yourself. Right now, it's Whosat Network has been constantly just attacking Shai. Calling out Casper for their fake hash, K-heavy hash, and they're apparently how easy they are to hack or whatever it may be. And here's Shai just putting it in here, which is a sentiment to. It's just people who are hearing what Whosat Network is saying and taking it as face value, as truth, evidently don't know what's going on here. Because here Shai says the guy was posting this picture right here around some sort of proof or something about regarding, I guess I mean, even then, I'm not completely sure what the proof is meant to be. Without proper context, it's just a bunch of random numbers. So to understand what Tony wants, I asked a friend of mine to go into their Discord server, because he can't do it because, you know, they don't like him right now, and ask why it says that 151,040 is smaller than 16,222, and what hash was used to generate it, if there's any code that can run themselves to recreate this result, etc, etc. You know, the stuff that Tonto was supposed to provide as part of his proof, but didn't here, and they kicked him out on the spot. Didn't give an explanation, they just said, oh, we're not going to bother answering you. So this is why, as I mentioned in my stream yesterday, this is why it's so hard. It's really difficult to try and argue with someone who is knowledgeable. This is why I say knowledge is power, is page to be knowledgeable. Because if you understand what you're talking about to a good enough extent, if not perfectly, then, you know, that is a very, very big deal in my opinion. Because when you do understand it perfectly, when people try to combat you and you constantly prove them wrong time and time again, not just make them look like an idiot, but they get frustrated and they start lashing out in other ways. Whether it be just completely ignoring you, which means that you're winning anyways, because that means your voice is getting heard and they're not replying in context, or they get angry and get violent. Either way, the moment you can provide evidence and facts to support your statements and their facts are miscued or disinformation, you've won already. And this is what Shai is about. I mean, people obviously have their opinions about Shai regarding his political statements still, and I personally don't think it's a problem, or at least I don't choose to deem it as a problem, right? I think Shai is entitled to say what he wants. But this is, for me, is another reason why I love Shai, and I love that we have people like Shai in the project who are not afraid to stand up for what they believe in. Casper is a protocol, a project that is purely about just building and proving themselves. Sometimes Shai is the one who speaks on Twitter as the one saying, this is why he proves himself. Jonathan Belinsky and Michael Son are proving themselves through the technology and the building. The perfect combination, in my opinion. This is what's coming for Casper, and this sort of stuff we're seeing with KDAO is just again, it's an extra stepping stone. It's when you're rock climbing, you find that nice little pedestal. It's that nice little break you need to see that Casper has all the makings to explode in this cycle with smart contract, with 10 BPS, with tier 1s incoming, with regulatory clarity incoming, which we're going to talk about as well in this stream. So much potential to explode. It's just early right now. KDAO 20 has been out for a month. KDAO has been out for 2 days, and we've seen this. Casper's not got 10 BPS just yet. So when you're seeing price targets of this for Casper at 13.07 cents, down 4.07% on daily time frame, you can choose to believe that it's out and it's dead. You're welcome to believe that. But I'd invite you to do more research into it and look what Casper's trying to build right now. And I guess just really look into it. It's all I can say, because I don't think Casper's a project that's down by any means. Its price is down, but it's what it's developing definitely isn't. Right now it's down from its all-time high about 40%, 37%. Higher highs incoming for Casper, there's no doubt about it. I want to still state this is the bottom for Casper. I could be wrong, but with where crypto is right now, Bitcoin's still seemingly at quite a high level. If Bitcoin somehow loses 60k, which I would be very surprised if that happens, if it does, I think we see Casper come lower. I do. But if Bitcoin, you know, starts making a comeback towards its all-time high, pre-election and post-election starts exploding, then I think we'll start seeing Casper following suit. But again, we'll have to see what happens in the next few weeks to unfold. The lower Casper stays, the happier I get when I end up getting a little bit of extra capital, which I'm obviously trying to get myself through my meme trading and everything other means that I'm doing for my side hustles. I'm going to buy more Casper at this value, because this is a dirt cheap value for Casper. The power loss is 60% undervalued. That's what I'm looking for. Ali, my man, welcome back to the stream. Kiki, let's look at Kiki. I'm pretty sure I've heard of it. Yeah, here's Kiki. It's quite, I mean, it's one of the earlier launching projects. $1.3 million market cap. 9,000 24-hour trading volume, 1k holders. So it's got some level of adoption there. It's just right now. So it's got a level of adoption there, but it's just no incentive right now behind Kiki. I'm not saying it's a bad project right now, but it's got holders. It's more than I've seen in other projects right now. It's got the volume right there's just not there. Market cap's actually quite good considering, but the volume right now is just not there. If it gets some listings, maybe Kiki could do a run. That's the beauty with memes, though. Of course, very, very risky, be very, very careful. But the beauty with memes is that with adoption, with listings, with centralized exchange listings, you can see people who memes are not really about hedging it all. Like Casper, you want to get into Casper because you love Casper, right? When you're a meme trader, you don't get into memes because you love Nacho or you love Casper. I mean, you do, of course, but that's not the reason. You get into memes because you like making money through meme tokens. So people will look at multiple avenues to make money through memes. That's why people will constantly try and snipe 10 mil market cap on Solana to try and find it go to 1 billion and make a 2000x or something stupid. That's what people look for in memes, to try and make a very quick gain. Sometimes you can look for ones that are very, very sound. You've got the likes of Fwog, Popcat, obviously Nacho, I think was going to be very, very good for Casper, as well as, you know, Casper Ghost, as well as Conan and Caspian, those one. You've got other ones like Giga, you've got Goat, some AI narrative one as well, some memes that I've been seeing stuff about, ones that might do well on the long-term side of things, but right now, you know, memes are just about making money through memes, from what I've seen. And Kiki could be one that does well if it gets the adoption. Good morning, Toggle today, man. Welcome back to the stream. And to you too, Leroy. Hey to you too, my man. Hold my Catherine family. Hold on for dear life. Damn straight. We are almost at the edge. Just hold on for dear life. Good morning, Bingo Bango. My ex number one. You know it. You know it, Casper Fog. Thank you very much, man. So I didn't mean to type that. Oh, okay. Well, I thought you said I'm number one. You could have just said, yeah, you're number one. That'd make me a lot happier, my man. Any news on Castor? I have not heard any news of Castor right now. You know, it's not even been fully minted out just yet. Volume is basically non-existent. It's got a lot of holders, which is very surprising. It's got a lot of holders, but it's just there's no incentive behind Castor right now. So I can't say much. I can't really speak much for Castor right now. If it does well, fantastic. But I mean, it's not even been fully minted out right now, so that's kind of concerning. You know, the fact it's been out for, you know, like you see other projects that have been listed recently, like, you know, for example, Scooby got minted out in a day, Burke got minted out in a day, you know, KDAO got minted out in a day as well, Coon got minted out in a day, you know, all the other projects have been minted out instantly. So that has not been minted out in almost a month is a bit concerning to me. I mean, you're going to see that, of course, not all projects are going to be fully minted out straight away. Okay, well, I mean, fair, I don't know why I'm trying to do it this way, because there's going to be so many projects that have been fully minted out. So, you know, let's ignore trying to find it that way. Let's reload the page here. Check out meme Balu. Is that on Chaos 20 or is that on CoinMarketCap? That's here. Okay, Balu. Very recently launched again. Look, launched less than a day, fully minted, and Castor hasn't been yet. So I'm not saying Castor will be bad, but it's not, you know, it's not reassuring to me. It's currently got 9,000 trading volume, 47 million market, $47,000 market cap, 1.6k holders. So, you know, it's got adoption there. Again, it's the same thing with memes. Like these memes, I mean, I'm basically just bringing attention to the memes so you can see it right now. But what you need for these memes is the ability to be listed on. It's the adoption right now. Casper is not Solana and Radium, where it could be listed on the DEX screener and you see it and you could just put money into it and it just explode. And it doesn't need anything else besides Radium. Casper, these meme tokens right now, they need exchange listings as well, because Casper's not big enough just yet. Soon, hopefully, but not just yet. But maybe it'll do well. You know, we'll have to wait and see. It's a very, very new token. But again, full disclosure, not financial advice for one, but also just because you see it say 0% pre-mint doesn't mean it's fair launch. You've got to be very careful. You always make sure you're very, very careful when looking into these memes, because this might say 0% pre-mint, but you could have seen actually the developers and founders actually pre-mint, well, actually mint a lot of it when it was launched. They just got in with everybody else. So it wasn't pre-minted, but they still got in. So just be very careful, as always. Keck. Did I just look at Keck? Well, Kiki. I look at Kiki, yeah. Kangoo soon on sent. Oh, Kangoo. Okay, well, I think I've heard a bit about Kangoo. Yeah, so Kangoo, you know, very new project as well. Just a little over $500,000 market cap, 74,000 24-hour trading volume. Again, decent number of holders right here. And if you get an central exchange listing soon, that's probably what we're seeing right now. Kangoo is seeing a bit of a rally right now. I want to know what the exchange listing is, so let's see if I can find it here. Kangoo, it's not coming up here. What type of Kangoo Casper will that come up? Okay, yes, there you go. It's coming on XT. Soon coming. Bert and Kangoo on XT. So there you go. That's good. XT is a good one. Right now we have Casper, which has done insane on XT. Conan's done numbers on XT. Dog K's done alright, and Casper's also done alright. These three, I mean, I'm not sure about Dog K, but I know Conan and Casper are innovation zones. I'm guessing they're going to be taken out very, very soon because they've done very, very well. Conan's done incredible. Casper equally done very, very well. It's just a shame what happened with Conan with the whole scam rubbish here. Really a shame. But again, what can you do in this space? You've got to be very careful after all. Casper Frogman's putting words in my mouth, going to get me in trouble. Jay told me to invest all my savings into memes and put my house on them. I'm homeless now. He's going to deny it. I just trust him. Yeah, exactly. Don't trust me at all. You're going to get me in trouble, my man. Stop it. Do you think Casper coin accrual from KAI projects and always upcoming catalysts will come to fruition possibly by next cycle, not this one? Good question, Brad Pitt. To answer that, I think we're going to see a bit of both, right? I think the real surge of adoption and developments and therefore price rise as well will happen in this next bear cycle leading up to the next bull cycle sort of thing. I reckon that's what's going to happen. But with what Casper's building right now, Casper's still very, very early again, still no 10 BPS on smart contracts, you know the deal. I do believe we'll start seeing some more of these projects start coming out soon in this cycle. I don't think we're going to see the full scale everything coming out this cycle, no way. And realistically speaking, that's not going to happen. Although again, the KRI did announce that they are adding more people to their team after an amazing and busy week. We're happy to have 5 new members to our advisory board joining us to expand our expertise and experience with the KRI. So they are making some serious developments still. That's going to help very much. So they're going to also revamp and improve their website, which is very, very cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to look like. I think the KRI are going to make some big announcement for Casper this cycle, and then years to follow from that as well. Keep in mind though, again, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon, right? These things take time. So the reason I'm holding Casper now is not to make 50x in this cycle. My reason to hold Casper is to make 200,000x, again, just a random thought. I'm not saying it's going to make that, it's an exaggerated number, but I'm making a stupid x with Casper in 10-20 years time, not this cycle. I'm getting in now when Casper is dirt cheap, going to be taking profits where I can, but I'm holding it for an extremely long time because I believe it's going to be a product that has a lot of numbers, make it very high in value. That's what I personally believe. Again, not financial advice. That's where my headspace is with Casper. I think it's well this cycle and cycle to follow that as well, but most of the big developments were happening probably following this bull cycle. Casper's still going to do well this bull cycle, in my opinion. It's the first bull cycle it's had, so it should do very, very well. I mean, either way, it's already done incredible. Obviously, if you've got in a little bit more recently, then yes, it's not done very well for you, and I apologise for that behalf. But if you look at it from its beginning, it's done incredible, up almost 70,000% from its launch. That is not a bad thing at all. That's a 7,000x from its launch. Is it? Is my math wrong? I don't even know. I think I did my maths right. Maybe it was 700x. Either way, it's done incredible. It's done very, very well already, and Casper is just in this position right now where it's just consolidating, trying to shake more people out. But the adoption's still very much here, just as it's still growing more and more. Seeing this KDAO now having more and more as well, which is very, very bullish. Casper becoming proving itself to have the potential to be the most powerful layer 1, completely obliterating every other layer 1 in this space. Once you get 10 BPS smart contracts, there's no question it'll start doing that more consistently. When you get the KDAO now, which again is going to be people like us, like the community, who can be able to actually decide what we're going to be trying to bring to the platform to KRC20, we can help make KRC20 even that much better to then compete with other layer 1s. This is what KDAO is about as well. It's giving us the power to make Casper the best it could possibly be. This is why I'm so bullish on KDAO right now. It's very, very big. Right now KDAO's not got that many listings because it's very, very new. It's been out for less than a day, but KDAO is, see right now it's on Casper bot. It's actually on CoinX as well. But that's incredible. What I've seen for KDAO right now. And then you've got the fact that the KF also have a $10 million fund as well, to my knowledge as well, for KRC20 stuff. You've got a lot of these little projects that's happening that's going to help Casper grow more and more from the KEF side of things, the KRC20 side of things, but also from the KRI. And then in the background, you've just got people like Jonathan Toblinsky, Michael Sutton and Shai, and other developers who are just building and building and building. What's up, D-Man? Welcome back to the stream. A new Casper holder. Well, Casper seemingly has some very, very big things coming for it. With KuCoin, seemingly they're eager to get listed and also change now. So we could see more pumps for Casper very, very soon. Right now, Casper is down 11%, still, doing very, very well. Now the holders have jumped massively in the past 2 or 3 days. Even last week with this, it's very, very happy. And yeah, one thing I think we are seeing a lot of these holders jumping into these memes early now because they want to get a hold of it to get as much value as possible, which is a smart thing to do. I'm going to say by not doing it, but I think we'll see even bigger surge potentially in holders when you get the Tangum integration in mid-November. Because right now, for Casper holders, for the most part, we know not our keys, not our crypto. We want to have our crypto safe. We want to have it in a cold storage like Tangum. And when you have KS20 tokens that are available on Tangum, you'll see, I'm sure, many more people switch to Tangum, but also more people getting involved to then get it onto Tangum as well. And yeah, big congratulations to you, my man, for being, well, a big thing to you, definitely. I'm very proud of you. I mean, thanks, Dad, I guess. Don't know why I said that. GM Pets. Oh, good morning, peeps. I'm guessing that's what I said. Yeah, good morning to you, my man. I'm going to type it in to make sure that's not a meme, but I'm sure that's just a good morning to you. Yeah, okay. I can't put E. Where's the E key? There it is. Oh, no, it is okay. After you're saying good morning, there you go. That's just me. Okay, well, God, that is embarrassing. Okay, holders right now. Okay, that's got a lot of holders, to be fair. One of the highest ones we've seen, if you go back and look at the actual, like, it's got more than like even Conan has right now in Casper. So that's, that's interesting to see. It's got a lot of holders. Market cap's very, very low. Volume equity very, very low. It had a 5% pre-mint, and it's been 100% pre-minted out. So I can't. Again, it looks cool. It's got it's got enough holders there, and it's been pre-minted out. It's been fully minted out. But again, what we need is incentive behind it. For it to be listed. I don't understand the meme behind GME STP. I don't understand the meme behind it. That might be also why it's not doing great. But also it needs listings. If it gets listings, I'm sure it could do quite well. I mean, I don't even know right now. Yeah, it's not even on Change Finance. Not that Change Finance is the biggest platform for the memes. Normally Casper does more, but either way, it's just on Casper. It needs some centralized exchange listing, and it also needs Change Finance and more for it to get that adoption needed potentially. That was a good interview with Wolfie. Yeah, I very much want to look at it. Like, I'm literally, once I've done this stream, which should be done like 20 minutes, I think. Yeah, 20 minutes. You're so lucky. You got 20 minutes more of my beautiful voice. After 20 minutes, I'll then be just listening to this whilst I'm doing some extra bit of work. You know how it goes. Of course, you've got to learn. Knowledge is power and all that. But yeah, Nacho, Casper, go, thanks family. You know it. We're all here trying to make money in this space, and I think the memes is a great way to bring some adoption to Casper. And Casper's still, reacting in accordance to what I said it would be doing right now, consolidating in this region. And I think we'll see it continue in this fashion leading up to the elections. Maybe by this weekend, we'll start seeing Casper start make a bit more of a move towards this zone here potentially. We'll have to wait and see. It depends on how much KDAO, how significant KDAO really does right now. And also the hash rate continues to right now. Hash rate is it's jumping up and down between 1 and 1.3. I want to see hash rate start rising properly again. But again, the miners are probably shifting. Miners probably shifted to KRC20 because of all this sort of earnings they're making. And we do have announcements that Ice River are releasing more miners that will be shipped out mid-November. And the likes of 11 day to the reduction as well. So there are nothing tentative to incoming that suggests that we should start seeing a whole rise in hash rate very, very soon. So again, more bullish to look forward for Casper. And then of course, before I get into more of the questions, actually wait. I watched the new video of Wolfie. Seems like Casper team is more focused on the speed and infrastructure. At some point, the speed is fast enough, like in Solana. It won't matter if it's 2 seconds faster. Yeah, I mean that's also very much true. As much as Casper's ultimate goal, as Jonathan Belinsky has stated, is just to make the ultimate, fast platform for making money, sending money back and forth, the medium exchange sort of thing. It's just speed, right? It's speed and infrastructure. That's what Soblik said as well. But you have to, I also do agree. At some point, speed is great for what we want for transactions. It's very, very good. But there's if it's a few seconds difference, it's not that deep. It's not that drastic. Like someone can wait a few seconds. It's not life or death. At least I hope it's never going to be life or death for anyone to get money, crypto sent sooner. But yeah, for the most part, that's what Casper's all about. Again, I'm going to listen to the interview and hear for myself, but it's just all about developing. The listings are important, and they're getting listings. They're trying to get listings. The everything, the KI, but they're just trying to focus on making Casper great. They're not. If they focused on these guys are focusing on price action, which it frustrates people, I'm sure. But it for me is more bullish. I'm much happier seeing a team focus on making a project really, really good than talking about potential price action. This is what, for example, Sui. Now, I hold Sui. and I do think Swee's a decent project, and I think I'll make some decent gains from this cycle. But I'm not, massively in on Sui because there's some FUD surrounding it, which, Casper's FUD is price action wise. Sui's FUD is insider selling. That to me is much worse. Now Sui has, Sui's been integrated with Google Cloud, enabling real-time blockchain data and AI for AI and gaming apps. That's very bullish in my opinion. Very, very bullish. But Sui also have insider promoting, which is what I probably see in my server every now and then with the likes of Mohammed and Zar, who join every now and then. They've dropped off a little bit now, because Sui's not doing so well, so they can't really talk too much about it. Maybe they've already spoken in the chat, I've just not seen it yet. Who knows? But either way, Sui's one that I do hold, so I'm not bearish on Sui. I'm not even fudding Sui. But I'm just saying Sui's one that I'm not, going all in on by any means. My allocation is much, much more than Casper's is. And the insiders who are, Sui kind of paid to promote Sui, they talk about, they basically hired KOLs, key opinion leaders, to talk about, Sui is currently at this zone here, has a chance to go higher, sort of thing. Casper, obviously, we have Casper KOLs, I guess, like myself, who say the same thing, but we're not paid. It's a fair law proof of work. They don't pay people to say this sort of stuff. So when it comes from Casper KOLs, it's legit, or it's a belief of that person or the community. Swedes, for the most part, is people who have been paid for it. I'm sure the people who actually believe it as well, who are just passionate about the project, but for the most part, I think it has to be mainly paid. But again, that's the money that could help the project pump higher and higher. You're seeing a lot of very quick developments with Swede because of its VC backing. But here, in continuation with more crypto development, here for Bitcoin miner has, again, it's constantly happening, and the last 2 or 3 days happening time and time again, has now hit another new all-time high. We as Casper holders know why it is good to see the hash rate go higher and higher. It resembles the increase in adoption of a project and the increase in security, which means also the miners are going to be struggling to make as much income because the hash rate is rising, so it's harder for them to mine. So they have to increase the production. So this is all bullish sign to see that Bitcoin adoption is going higher and higher, and it's getting more secure, with a bullish sentiment behind the institutions as well, and also that the miners are going to have to increase their production to make more money, or break even effectively. So this is very, very good to see. That's also a sign of why, Bitcoin is leading up to a potential breakout. Just a few weeks away, 2 weeks away now from the elections, and it's also probably a reason why as well. Bitcoin mining apparently will become legal in Russia on the 1st of November, which is only 9 days away from now. And we obviously know the beef, if you will, between the likes of Russia and the States, the Western world and the BRICS nations. So I believe you'll see the likes of Marathon and other US-based miners increase their operations of Bitcoin mining to get as much as possible ahead of Russia. Hence why we're also seeing it rise more and more. So this is about to go even more parabolic, which could also potentially be very bullish for Casper. Who knows? Maybe you see Marathon just completely improve their whole mining operation with Bitcoin and Casper. Who really knows? Here we got from $725 billion Bernstein. Bernstein predicts Bitcoin will hit $200,000 in this cycle, calling the forecast conservative. Now again, they may just be pumping their bags. Nothing's confirmed in this space. But the big money is telling you one thing, might be worth taking their opinion to, at least listen. What they say will have more faith in it than what I say. That's the fact of the matter. I don't want to say that because I want people to trust me, but that's also why when I talk about what I talk about, I show sources of people saying it. So I'm taking my quotes from people who actually are insiders in the space, so to speak. So it's not just trust people information, it's actually information that I've researched and looked into. So if he's saying it's conservative, maybe it is. I've seen predictions of saying 150k Bitcoin, people saying 250k Bitcoin. I think 250k is a possibility in the cycle. 200k is conservative, so if that's the case, it's leading up to maybe an $8 trillion total market cap of crypto. So a potential 4x from here, which would be huge. Huge, if not higher. So again, very, very bullish. And then you've got stuff like this as well. Billionaire Paul Tudor Jones says, I'm going long on gold and I'm going long on Bitcoin. We'll listen to this real quickly because again, more proof of where crypto is going right now. Again, why I have a free Discord server to talk about everything Casper, crypto related, and other projects and economic factors, other real world news that is really bullish to understand of where the market is going to be going. Why I want to have a community that also knows where it's going as well, to hopefully all of us make as much money as possible. But let's listen to this real quickly. This interview with Paul Tudor Jones here. Just take a quick listen. It's on CNBC right here.
That's all. Given all of the things you're saying, Are you off buying gold and Bitcoin and
I think
somewhere?
all roads lead to inflation. We're going to end up, but does
all roads lead to inflation? Therefore, gold is a good investment. Is Bitcoin a good investment to you?
I'm long gold. I'm long Bitcoin. I think commodities are so ridiculously underowned. So I'm long commodities. I think most young people find their inflation hedges via the NASDAQ. That's also been great. It's probably some combination. I probably have some basket of gold, Bitcoin, commodities, and NASDAQ, something like that. And I would own zero fixed income. If I had my cash, it'd be very short term. The playbook to get out of this, you see it in Japan right now. They have 2% inflation, 30 basis points overnight. They don't want to raise rates. The playbook to get out of this is that you inflate your way out.
So, I mean, there you have it. Again, it's either billionaire, he's someone who has the money, who therefore will have insider information, who is just ultimately stating that he's going long on Bitcoin and gold. That's a narrative right now from the institutions. Institutional narrative right now, fiat is collapsing, the banking's collapsing, inflation's rising. And actually, we've got a post in that regard here from the KDAO letter here. You can't make this up. The average interest rate on a 30-year mortgage is officially back to above 7% since the Fed issued a surprise 50 basis point rate cut in September 18th. Rates have moved in a straight line higher. So did the Fed break the market again? The current situation: bonds are falling like the Fed is rising rates again. Gold is rising like the Fed is aggressively cutting rates. Oil prices are falling like we are entering a recession, but stocks are rising like the bull market has just started. Home prices are rising like inflation is rebounding. Mortgage rates are rising like the economy is so strong. So did the Fed break the market again? This is a crisis right now. No one really knows what's going on. And this is why it's really tough to ascertain what's going on in the market right now, because the whole market's in shambles. Why? With the economy being so unstable right now, people are now looking towards crypto and gold as a hedge against inflation. It's what they need to do, because no one can trust fiat right now. No one can trust dollars right now. So looking at gold and commodities, and also now Bitcoin. This is what Larry Fink's been saying. To look at Bitcoin as an alternative as gold for a hedge against inflation. That's why crypto is going to do well in the cycle, in my opinion, with regulatory clarity. And then here from Elon Musk, this is insane. Election interference, apparently. For those, I think it's, forgot who it is, Frozen Crypto, I think it is, who sees the political talk and dips out. Good to see you. And if you are in the stream, and I'll see you later. But this is also, I don't want to talk about politics all the time, but it's important to know because crypto and politics now go hand in hand. The Biden, according to this post here, from, it's been added to Kobe's letters here. The Biden-Harris regime is recklessly pumping debt into the economy, which is, quite weird and coincidental, considering that right now seemingly Harris is not in the favour of this race, and Trump's going to want to take over, so they're making the job harder for Trump when he takes over, is what I'm taking from that. Hoping to create the illusion of prosperity while saddling future generations with a crippling burden. Precisely what I was just saying. In just 3 weeks, total US debt has skyrocketed by $473 billion, reaching a record of $35.8 trillion, equivalent to $1,450 per American added in mere weeks. That is, sick, is what I can say. It is the whole element of money printing. This for me is bullish and really disastrous, right? It's bullish because it means we're seeing more money pumped into the economy, which also means more that money can then flood into the crypto market. But also, as it mentions, it then does also restrict the future generations. People who are going to have to deal with the fallout of it. People, think about it. A lot of people aren't in crypto right now. A lot of people aren't. They're going to struggle with this. They're not going to have the capital to deal with the potential fallout of stupidly high, over ridiculous levels of debt, because the US economy is just pumping more and more into the economy. Pumping more money, pumping more debt into the economy. And the people following that, being potentially Trump, it could be Kamala Harris as well, which if that's the case, she's got her work cut out for her. But if it's Trump, he's going to have to try and combat this. And that's not going to be an easy task, I don't think. I can't imagine it will be. But it is a treacherous time we're in right now. And that's why you're also seeing people like Paul Tudor Jones saying he's now going along on Bitcoin and gold because, the economy's in shambles. And it's not getting any better. If anything, it's getting worse. They're trying to make it better for the short term, but long term it's going to be worse. So you're going long on these crypto assets and gold. And you've got some people who, like Bill Gates, apparently is giving $50 million to Kamala Harris' campaign. You've seen the likes of Ripple CLO, Stuart Aldrich also donate, I think it's like $10 million worth of XRP to Kamala Harris as well, something like that. So it's really tough to say where the narrative is behind it right now. You got posts that suggest that Donald Trump's massively winning. Other sources of media that's saying that Kamala has to stay in the lead. We'll have to wait and see. 2 weeks time, not long now. And I think we'll probably, I suspect we'll see a Bitcoin rally following that, hopefully, which should be exactly what we're all waiting for. Just the green candles we want, capital to start pumping, crypto to start pumping, and for us to make a lot of money. You know, there are many projects to get into this space. Casper's, of course, my favorite one. But you've got a project like Tau. You've got gaming projects I'm very, very bullish on. You've got AI projects like Desync, which is Desync's, looking very, very good. If you look at Desync right now, one that I spoke about a few times, but I'll talk about a lot more as time goes on, I reckon. Desync's an AI project, a mid-cap, very small project. Well, small in comparison. $116 million market cap. Its mainnet is about to be launched, and staking rewards. So the big, factors that will help Desync get, certain adoption is coming very, very soon. So this is a project that I'm, optimistic about. You can get it on Mexi and Gate if you want to look into it yourself. I'll be talking about this more, I imagine, a little bit more in the future. But yeah, Desync is something that I am currently quite bullish on. I'm looking into it a little bit more. I haven't got any yet, but I will be buying some in the next week. So the next 7 days, I imagine, before, it pumps up. Right now, you can see this is the zone right now, a support zone for it. If you look at it from this bottom here. So this is a zone where I think this will be like a potential bottom for Desync before it ends up pumping. Also, you've got Tau as well. Other projects in this space look very, very good. Again, stuff that I am talking about, gradually implementing more and more. I'm talking about even more actively in my Discord server. Again, link in the chat right now. Those again, there are multiple ways to make money in this space. Long term, you can look at spot trading regarding likes of Casper, AI projects, gaming projects, you name it, DeFi. And also there are memes as well. Memes where all the hype's around right now. Right now, the narrative is actually AI memes. So, from what I know, you've got something called Fart Coin and Goat that are seemingly doing very, very well. I do hold a little bit of Goat. I don't hold Fart Coin. My Goat is up, which is quite cool. But that's the most I'm going to say about me. I'm not going to tell you where I think Goat's going to go because, again, I'm just holding it. I'm just holding it and see where it goes. I haven't, done anything creative with memes right now. And yeah, Tangum will definitely be a saver from scammers, no doubt about it. Tangum is what I think many people are waiting for right now. If you want to aim for $2 to $5 this cycle, then they need to talk about KDAO coin or Grayscale T1 listings or something. They really need to work on the UI, UX, wallet, etc. I mean, there's a lot of things they could work on. There's no doubt about it. There's a lot of things they could work on. But that's, again, the price target is more the retail, the community incentive behind it. We want that. They just want to make a really, really good project for the future monetary system. That's what the Casper's focusing on. So they're focusing on, their focus is not on Casper price action. That's what our focus is on. And that's the thing. If Casper, in my opinion at least, if they're focusing on what they want, which is just great, good innovation and projects and, technology and stuff like that, people will realize that and realize how good it is, and they will then come to them, right? They'll come to, that's why the KRI is here, and more coming for KRI with Casper. Grayscale's come to Casper as considering them. T1s are considering Casper as well. They've come to them. Not because Casper's, trying to do what it can to pump the price. It's trying to make good protocol technology. If Tangum made Nacho cards available, I suspect it would not be long, I hope. I'm pretty sure, if you're meaning like designed, like Nacho design, I'm pretty sure Tangum Nacho design cards have already been released at one point. If that's what you're referring to. In fact, I know it's already happened as well. You got I think Casper Ghost are releasing some, Conan are releasing some, and I think Casper is also releasing some as well. I know that Nacho's already happened though. The most important thing Casper needs is smart contract. After that, we're good. Yes, smart contract will give multiple developers the opportunity to build on the platform, and I think that's what we're waiting for. Again, when it happens, we don't know. We haven't got a concrete date on it. So when I heard the interview with the developers, the meeting with them in July, they said 18 months, give or take. So that could be 2026. But then we have some speculation to say it could be around the 10 BPS release. So because we have seen stuff like some Plinky say that, in theory, in principle, it's ready, but it's not finalized just yet. So we could see it come soon. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure they're focusing more on 10 BPS right now than smart contracts and Dagonite. Yeah, as soon as Casper gets smart contracts, then you'll be able to lend your Casper to lending platforms. That's a big deal now, and it's actually this, you'll be your own bank completely. Yes, let's go. Let's go Baloo. Oh yeah, that's what I'll do. Baloo. Yeah, Baloo again could do well, but it's just really early. If that's the one I did look at, and it is one I'm thinking of right now. because I did look at it a few minutes back now. Yeah, could do well. You know, it's very early. Very early. It could do well. So I hope it does for people who are holding value right now. What's up, Mikey, my man? Welcome back to the stream. Howdy, yo. Yes, I made more mining Casper in one day yesterday than I did in the previous 2 weeks. Today, the mining numbers are back to more like numbers. That is what we love to hear. It's what I mean, I'm not a miner, but for those who are mining Casper, that is what you want to hear. And I'm sure in due time, Casper's price will turn around and we'll see that be a more consistent thing. But that's also probably why Casper's price has not been needed to rise, because when you have things like this with KDAO and the miners actually making money again, they're like, oh yeah, it's great. We don't need the price to rise just yet. At least maybe that's a really warped thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken in that. But yes, either way, it's great that people start to make money from mining again. That mining right now is seemingly profitable, which is very, very bullish for Casper. I hold as if I was a soldier of Leonardus in front of the hot gates, and I hope that is the case for many of you. Yes, I hold like I am a Hodor from Game of Thrones, and he's holding the door. I just bought 5.62 fresh Casper. Back at it again, Andy A. Back up to it again. Big up to you, my man. What do you think about Pengu? Pengu, good question. So that's not the right place. Let's look at Pengu right here. Pengu. So also launched very recently. Volume 25,000. Again, decent number of holders. Market cap quite low. I mean, it's a very new project. Of course, it's not comparable to likes of Kuhn and what what Bert did on their initial launch. So you know, it's not the same level as those of them. And I understand why the likes of Bert did very well, because again, it's seemingly the breadth of KLC20. So there's an incentive behind that. But that one launched, very recently. It's done insane from the get go. I don't say a Pengu will do badly, but again, it's just one that needs the adoption, right? It needs the adoption, and right now it's just not got that. But hopefully it does do that for those who are holding it. Next cycle, you'll be able to buy Casper at 50 cents or less. What's the point of holding now if it can only 3-5x max? Some people take hold in years, not this cycle. If that's your opinion, Brad, then that's welcome to your own opinion. I think Casper's max will be much higher. I mean, you probably could. I mean, I'm not. You know what? I think Casper probably does have the potential to come back down to 50 cents, and then that cycle. But it depends on where it peaks, right? Because for one, and I'm gonna bring up this post that I got from Cody yesterday. Shout out to you, my man, if you're in the stream. It is. Was it that post? I can't find it now. It might have been this post. Okay, well, while I was trying to find the post, I'll explain the point anyway. The point was that basically, with the way the economy is right now, and with the institutional level of adoption that's coming into crypto, this bull cycle. Oh no, okay, it wasn't that. No, it was okay. So it's this post here. So as we can see here, it's the ETF inflows versus new supply issuance right here. This post here. So this here is talking about the fact that this is from last week's ETF inflows, right? And that was a record of 9 times the new supply issuance. Point being is it is not sustainable right now. So basically, that means that the next bear cycle that happens, it may not be your typical bear cycle where Bitcoin corrects by 70-80%, as we've seen in previous cycles, where Bitcoin reaches 69k as it did last cycle. And then it came back down to 15 cents. So it came down, I think it was 75% or something like that. Yeah, 78%. And then the previous cycle was like 85% or something like that. It may not be the same thing because the demand for Bitcoin is higher than supply being created. So you may actually not see it come down as heavy now in that regard. That means that the correction for other crypto projects may not be as heavy as well. Potentially. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, Casper's right now, its emission schedule is more aggressive. So we'll have to see what level of adoption happens like that. If we see tier 1s, we see, grayscale listing as well, which with regulatory clarity we may very well see grayscale. Casper's peak could be much higher than we think, and therefore its correction may not be as high, may not be as low as we think. So, in a sense, yes, Red Pit, you're right. If you can get Casper at 50 cents or less, then you could just wait till then. But it's 50 cents still higher than 13 cents. I'm holding it now and taking profit. I'm still going to make money from Casper, and I'll make more, and I've got it earlier, so I'm happy about it. And Mikey, also I'm behind on the sorry, I just got the post. losing my marbles. Yeah. Also, I'm currently behind on the $20 food stamp donation to you, but I will resume when I get my food stamps in the end of the month. Cheers. I mean, thank you again, Mikey, for your 20 Canadian dollar donations. When you do it, again, it really puts a smile on my face when you do so. Again, behind or not, I wasn't thinking about it, but again, I love you and appreciate you for that. So thank you very much, man. And yeah, hopefully you enjoy these streams I'll be doing daily, because I do, at least. I enjoy talking to all of you. You make it enjoyable for me. What do you think about Jeets? Is that a project, or you mean the term Jeets? Because the term Jeets I'm very aware of. Okay, Jeets is a project. Okay. Well, if you look at Jeets right now, this is a project that I don't have, in comparison to the other ones like Pengu and other ones I've just seen, like Keke or Kiki. This I'm not currently got, and I can't have a belief behind, because it's been fully printed out, which is good, but it's been out for 16 days. Volume is nothing, and the hold is equally or next to nothing. Not to say it will do badly. Again, there's nothing to say. If it gets listening, maybe it gets adoption. But right now, that is not. I think that's a point I might just miss. This was one that I think was likely to miss. I'd love to be proved wrong, but right now, again, it comes down to what is the memes also need a good narrative behind it, right? The successful memes need a good narrative behind it, right? So you look at Casper, it's a ghost. That's quite cool. Nacho is Shai's cat. That's a narrative behind Nacho. That's why it's doing well. Casper is a three-legged cat. Narrative behind it. Conan is the dog of Casper. Burr is the Brett of Casper. Dog K equally could be the dog of Casper, but you got a narrative behind most of them. That's why it could do well. But if you look at a meme and you kind of smile to yourself or even laugh at it, it might do well. At least that's what I think about it. But again, my understanding of memes is quite restricted. So again, don't take what I say at face value. Quick order, don't sleep on Bert. I'm not sleeping on Bert. They are going to be the ETH name service but for Casper, and are introducing Cas ID addresses labels. Well, I mean, thank you for letting me know, my man. Again, I am not sleeping on Bert. I was half sleeping on it, but I'm not anymore. My picks are these 5 right now: Nacho, Casper, Conan, Caspi, Bert. These are my 5 ones I'm looking at, and I might look to get some other ones in the future, but those are the ones I currently got conviction about. Bitcoin is collapsing, another leg down, it's imminent, bull run over. Yep, completely, 100%. Bull run's done, everyone sell their stuff. I think the KDAO launch marks a shift in the capacity narrative. Memes will cool down. Potentially, yes. I mean, for Casper, yes. But the thing is, I think to an extent yes, but also no, right? Because right now the narrative is still very much behind memes and AI in this cycle. Is still very much what's believed. Right now, utility is not the popping thing in the cycle right now. But with KDAO, it means that you now have, when utility comes back to being more prominent, we can make a quick shift. And the memes will still be there. The memes will still keep Casper elevated and keep going up. And then KDAO will help, the community will help with KDAO to shift Casper to the utility aspect thing again more bullishly, and more accelerate the adoption of utility and stuff like that. And that will help Casper go forward from there as well. I've looked at Balu already. I looked at Ballot already, and yeah, that's one I think could do quite well. It's got holders, it's a new project. If it gets listed, it could do quite well. And Bully, Bully's doing insanely well right now. That's doing much better than Ballot is doing right now. 5 hours, volume's much higher. So yeah, Bully could be a decent one. I mean, look, there you go. I looked at that picture and I laughed. So maybe that's going to do quite well. Who knows? That's what is that? That's scary. Like a puzzle, Casper is built and few imagine the overall image of its structure. Damn straight. Casper's just really early onto its cycle. Bitcoin can go down, however, it's not the end. Yeah, I think it was more so of a joke, Kimberly. I think he does it sometimes. Every time Bitcoin corrects, he starts saying it. I think he knows Bitcoin is not dead. But if he believes it, then fine. Either way, it's Bitcoin coming down from 69k to 65k. If that's bearish, then yeah, I can't wait for the bull run. A negative have to look at Murad's take on why the supercycle is memes. Is on the way. It makes a lot of sense. Yeah, right now, Murad's right now the driver. Murad and Asim are two accounts I've seen that have been the drivers of memes right now in the cycle. Mainly Murad. He's called the likes of SPX 6900, I think it is. that meme to go parabolic right now. I'm still accumulating Casper. People FUD and say it's dead. Cool, go buy something else, bro. Let the rest of us stick to a plan and buy Casper. Exactly. Tell him, right? Billy is pumping a lot. Yeah, Billy's doing incredible right now. I just saw that. 5.3 theory from Crypto Universe shows this will be the weakest bull run. Just FYI. Oh, is that so? I mean, I'm intrigued to find out why. Because I would personally believe it'd be a stronger bull cycle because of institutional adoption. But again, we'll have to see what happens. The bull run has not even started yet. It's 100% tied to the Fed rates and the bond market. October supply shock. I mean, yeah, all these sort of things are incoming stuff. So, I mean, yeah, but again, we've still got a few more days of October, and also it's the election that really, really drives it. And again, institutional options here, so they're kind of keeping the price low. Like that's what I believe at least. Global liquidity determines bull runs for crypto. We're still early. Pack your bags. And be imminent, yes. Bitcoin easily past 150k, I think so as well. And Casper could be. I think Casper could reach 5. I'm not sure about 10. I'm not saying it's impossible. I did say in the past Casper could reach 10. I still hold the belief that it could, but chances are, obviously chances are much smaller. But I'm more optimistic about 5. We need to see some significant developments and adoption for Casper for that to happen. Tier 1s mainly. I have 3, but I have one more Casper. Yeah, same. Can you speak slowly? I'm from Portugal. I apologize, NMM. I will try a bit more going forward because I understand I do, especially as the channel's growing more and more. I have a little bit more international viewers, and obviously most of them, English is not their first language, if their language at all. So they need me to speak slower so they can see the captions or just to understand me more. So I will try and speak slower from this point going forward. If I speak too quickly, just again let me know and I'll try and make the adjustment. I apologize for that. What will the price of prediction be for Casper in this bull run? TLDR, because I'm gonna wrap up the stream in a moment, so I'll do TLDR of it. Is bearish is probably $2-3, hopeful and likely for me is like 4 to 5, and then bullish is like 7, and hopeful 10. Based on the Casper power law, it says 80 to $1.80. I mean, yeah, that's the power law. Again, I think the power law is a do or die indicator. It's an indicator, it's a crucial one, but it's not a do or die. It just takes in the emission schedule, that's it. But when you've got institutional adoption and everything else coming for Casper, just what the emission schedule is kind of is one of many indicators needed to judge where the price of the project may go. What's up, Beaverman? Welcome back to the stream. Hello, future crypto millionaires. You know it. Do you know when we expect 10 BPS release? Q1 2025. So that's January, February, March next year. And Casper will become mainstream without 10 BPS. Casper becoming mainstream without 10 BPS kind of worries me. I'm scared it would just make the network congested constantly. Yeah, so I understand the worry behind that, but I think congestion is not a good thing. But again, that's without 10 BPS. So just imagine what it will be like with 10 BPS. If it's getting this sort of adoption without it, it's going to be much bigger when it gets it. The power, effectively kind of where I'm going at. Power law I don't think it means nothing, but it's power law is a one indicator of many needed to judge where the process is going to go. I saw my Casper for sweet. I think it's a better project. Big up to you, my man. Then, if you want to, if you want to sell your Casper for sweet, then big up to you, Shai. For doing that. Yeah, I think Sui is so much better than Casper. It must be. If you're actually Shai, then damn, that's crazy. Although I can't say for sure if you're actually Shai. Like, I'll start fangirling, I swear. Casper will be used for carbon credit payments worldwide. That's also true, yes. No, when we gave on innovating it, and we got bored coming up with a new Casper called Casper. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is not the real Shai. If that was, I mean, obviously, I know Shai's a little bit of a joker. I know Shai loves a little bit of a joke. Obviously, I can't say if that's really Shai or not, but either way, I mean, yeah. I think, Casper in itself is just really, really early. We've got a long coming for Casper. I think Casper will hit between 1 and 3 realistically, but hoping for 5. I think that's also not a bad shout. Again, it depends on the developments we get. Again, Grayscale, Wall Street incoming, Marathon increasing the allocation, tier 1s, 10 BPS, smart contracts, you name it. Other things, yeah. that'll cause Casper's price to rise, definitely. But that being said, that will be it for the stream today. Thank you everyone once again for watching. Yeah, I'll be back same time tomorrow as always. And if you enjoy the streams, again, leave a like, share with your friends, subscribe for more. And if you want to know about crypto and market and, you know, Casper sentiments and all that sort of stuff, then check out my Discord server in the chat, in the description, also in the description, my YouTube homepage. And I'm Belgian, I speak English well, but your English is good for me, better than most. Keep it up, thank you. Well, thank you very much, Didi. I'll still try and slow down for those people who struggle a little bit more with it. And yeah, I hope I'll see you all tomorrow, so see you then.